Hey guys, Lucid. Welcome back. So we're about to hop into our Atlantis game, and I'll be honest, I've been procrastinating this one. What makes me procrastinate is when I have to do a lot of work for what I think is a bad move. And that's kind of what's been happening. This is a kind of crazy turn, so let's talk about it. We did call the winds. I think I recorded last time. We did call the winds to do some raiding because I didn't want to lose any more stuff. We had our golem that was out and about, and he gets jumped on here. You remember how I said, hey, if they jump on my golem, he's fucked, because I didn't have... Now, a lot of times I've been good about sneaking out shade mails. Well, this time I'm not so good. And I didn't have a way out, I didn't give him any gems, so he's kind of fucked. Because they brought an appropriately kitted tart with blunt weapons that is just gonna murder the living shit out of him. Now, I tried to give a big PD dump so that, you know, I have a fighting chance. Does he have shock resistance too, probably? Yeah. Forget about it. What are the 1 damages? Is that really... Is that overcharged? Okay, now, my golem is already kind of getting murdered. So, they've broken my armor. So he's now armorless. That's because of this. And rip. Okay, you can see it didn't even take long. Yeah, golems are low tier super combatants, and tarts are like mid to high tier. So a properly kitted tart versus a golem is absolutely no contest, unless the golem has anti-tart gear on, and even then it's kind of an uphill battle for a lot of golems. Okay, we had a few moves of our own. I don't think any of these went according... This one definitely did not go according to plan. So, oh no, here's... Okay, we're just raiding PD, we send some birds in. And then here, we're sending in, locusts? Oh, maybe it was last turn that I did the other thing. Okay, so locusts are decent at raiding light PD, but they struggle versus this much. It's kind of the bottom line, and them summoning an air elemental or two here is kind of a problem. Anyway. So, here we basically traded 80 blood slaves to kill 1 Imperial Geomancer. Whoops. So basically this was all a shit show in Magic Phase. And the shit show continues down here. We had a Shambler Chief die. We see... Okay, there's important things to see, and I don't even know if I've really watched all these, because I kind of obsessed over the parts that went bad for me and didn't even watch this. So, good news, Vanarus attacking Pythium. Sorry, Pythium. The good thing about this is if Pythium really starts falling, then... if Pythium really starts falling, I'm gonna get some of Pythium's lands. But I'm potentially... I mean, there's not many things more scary than that first couple combo. But, you know, potentially a Blood Nation can be scarier in the late game. So it's kind of like be careful what you wish for in terms of your new bedfellows. And TNG attacks me with this big old fucking army. This is what's depressing. So he's come underwater on top of my throne. He's got a bunch of high-level tarts. He's got these Agarthan mages. High death. He's got this guy. Pretty good army. And I think I had... Oh, he's got a Lich here too. And I had some guys patrolling, but I think I kind of didn't think about it, which is kind of dumb. But like this guy, I don't even know what the fuck he's doing. We got Foul Vapors, which I know I did, and then Relief, which I don't think I did. I think that was them. Friendly Currents, it's probably me. Field of Dead, that was him. Yeah. But, I don't know. Like, I don't do Army of Gold. This is just a shit show. Basically, everybody here is gonna die. We'll do a fast forward so we can at least watch the carnage. It's so depressing when you lose a bunch of stuff because you're an idiot. Like, Mass Regen didn't go off, so I'm probably gonna poison myself even if everything else went okay. This was just a complete clusterfuck. Now, Field of the Dead is causing people to spawn in from behind, which would be okay if I had Army of Gold and Mass Regen, which I'm sure I meant to, but I probably was, like, scrounging gear off. I've been lazy with my turns, is basically what it is. So we lose that. Okay? If we didn't get enough watch time there, sorry, but yeah, here's the battle report. Everybody died. We killed nothing of importance. So that was bad. Now there's a big Diplo update, and this turn has taken like 5 days to do. Okay, we move here to a province we think he's going to attack. We get behind PD, and we're like, okay, we're gonna enslave Mind. But again, now he has high MR, so it's not like I should get it, like 23 is pretty high, but I also have a fair amount of penetration, and we are casting it a lot. So there's a good chance I get it, but it just is not this chance. And then I don't have Rings of Returning on my guys, so when they get hit, they actually die. Now he actually is going to run. I think we killed him and then he ran. So the nice thing is we get to pick up, salvage some of the gear we lost, but pretty fucking horrible. If you'll excuse my French. It's just a bad turn. Bad turns are hard to play. You ultimately just have to force yourself to do it, is really the only thing. And then we have a big battle here with Pythium attacking Shinuyama. Now with Shinuyama's own army. And they got chopped to pieces. Let's look at why that happened, actually. Let's rewatch that. I don't know if I've actually watched this battle before. There's probably a few problems. One is, golems are low-class super combatants, and first of all, these guys hit really hard. And like, there goes the Ankh. Actually, we need to see if we can forge the Ankh. This would be a pretty good thing to have. The green eye is not bad to have either. It's getting really much gear. So Wrathful Skies, which like I get it, and he's got Wailing Winds. Wait, who has Wailing Winds? Did this guy cast Wailing Winds? Yeah, this guy probably cast it. But like, who's gonna tank all this? Like, this is not tankable. Like, 17 protection is not high enough. These guys are not really taking enough. Like, 23 protection is not enough. And then, wait, what killed this guy? Did he get Ringed of Returning down? One second, we're gonna have to watch it again. Did he have Ring of Returning and I not see it? Yeah, he did, okay. So he got Ring of Returning out. But he didn't have the Ankh. The guy that had the Ankh, oh, he also has Ring of Returning, okay. So the thought is that these golems get zapped home. And the fairy is also gonna get zapped home. Okay, and that is what happened. So, okay, so I understand what happened. I, like, completely misread this. So, this actually was okay. This guy got turned into a Soulless. Or maybe one of these guys did. But nobody died of importance down here. So, it was alright. He killed 39 chaff for some gems. Okay, that was the battle we lost with Enslaved Mind. This was the battle we just watched. Another battle with T and Chi. Oh, this is underwater, where we... No, where is this? This is on top of one of our forts. We just had somebody up here patrolling. It's not really gonna do anything. So that's okay. He didn't have items on it. That's not really a big loss. And then down here. Now, so this looks really bad, in that he's attacked me. Now look, I have enough mages I can throw him off pretty easily. Like, the thing is, these are not gonna be ice elementals. They're gonna be water elementals underwater. And the amount of water elementals I can produce would be just truly horrifying. And I don't care how many Tartarians you have. If I do Army of Gold with a bunch of water elementals and fog warriors, there's just nothing underwater that can fight that. I mean, Tart, you could design a Tart specifically to do that, but I don't think he had any of those Tarts. And even if he did, I'm gonna have powerful mages in the back that can take him out. So I just don't think, and you can't do Phoenix Pie or any of the other things to maybe cheese your way out of that. There's just nothing that I don't think there's anything he can do to survive. Now, I was gonna have to move a lot of things around, do all the scripting for this. TNG writes me a message and says, hey, do you wanna just give me this throne? And then we'll call it quits. Like, we've already committed a ton of resources. And possibly this was in response to me opening up raiding him everywhere else, which he probably doesn't want. So I said, look, first of all, you're not going to get the throne. Like, you may think you're going to get it, but I would put your chances at like 1%, which I think that's about right. I think that's about right. Like, this guy on advance and cast spells will just dust to dust and Witherbone's tarts. These guys, I think, I can't remember if Incinerate works underwater. I don't think it does. Or maybe it does. Wait, no, we can tell, actually. Okay, it does not. Oh. Wait, 1 second. Okay, maybe it does. It doesn't say it doesn't work underwater. But if we take something that I know doesn't work underwater, like Falling Frost, cannot be cast. Okay, so yeah, Incinerate does. So I don't know. There's a chance between Incinerate and Liquefy and the death spamming, and then, you know, having 100 water elementals, that I don't think there's much of a way he could get a Tart to survive all that. But you never know what's possible. But I'm basically like, and then I'm gonna have Astral Soul Slay stuff and Light of the Northern Star and Power of the Spheres. So I don't think he can do it. And so then he was like, yeah, but like, if you give me this, if you don't give me this, then we're gonna have to keep fighting over it for forever. And I was like, yeah, but like, let's say you even took it from me. Like, that would be the only thing I would send things at for the rest of the game until I got it. And like, if I can't hold this from you, then I have no chance of winning the game. So, like, I must have this province. Like, if I cannot hold it, I might as well just give up. And so he was like, okay. So he really wants to attack someone else, and I think the person he really wants to attack is Pythium. So Pythium's about to get 3v1'd, which is a kind of weird anomaly. So what we need to be prepared for... okay, because okay, I didn't finish the Diplo story. I end up making peace with TNG after like 50, 60 turns of fighting. The terms of the peace are, I keep the throne, I keep all of this land, he keeps the 2 provinces that he forted, which are like these. And then this one that he stole from me. So he got 3 provinces out of this war. Meanwhile, I got all of Relay. So it's like, yeah, okay, you won 3 provinces off me, buddy. Meanwhile, I have, instead of spending gems, I have saved up, I have put Arcane Nexus up. We have started making progress on this fort, by the way. I think I'm gonna have it next turn. Now, well, okay, we'll talk about it, but first of all, I need to make sure this script is like perfect this turn. We're gonna keep sieging. Like this has to be just super on point script. So we're gonna go check it and make sure it's kind of okay. We've got homeboys coming in here. Now I have a bunch of siege golems, which I'm probably gonna need, because I'm gonna need to knock down forts quickly, and I might even need more. I think we're gonna get... We've got 3, and these guys were gonna astral travel out this way. But now that I don't need... I have to figure out who we're going to fight. Now, one thing is, just by nap 2ing, he's going to move his shit away from my border, but I'm not going to move my shit away. So, and he might move his shit away. We'll see. And if you remember last time we were talking about it, I am in this phase where, like, I have put everything, like everything, into Arcane Nexus. So, first of all, if they take it down, I'm fucked. If they don't take it down, though, I'm gonna get a wish factory going. And that is going to put me at just a power level beyond them. But as I transition into this, there's like infrastructure I have to build. Like I have to get more wish casters, which is one of the things I'm gonna do. I need to get the infrastructure to spend all my gems. Like I have these 2 guys, which I've been getting, I've been getting it. I haven't been sitting around doing nothing. But we're making an army of legions of whites. These are gonna be one of my main forces. I need to also get an army of things just crapping out green lions, because these guys are really good. So yeah, having built-in ethereal and then 2 attacks and then 1 AoE asset attack, really good. It's typeless too. So we're going to get some big old stacks. The other thing that is going to be an issue is I think I'm going to have to roll around with Royal Maliquis. And the reason is I need some innate caster to get anti-magic off. Otherwise, I can never attack Pythium. God, these guys have shit MR. These guys have okay MR, but once they get to 20, it's pretty good. But even then, yeah, we'll have to see. The big thing I need to do is I need to get I can worry about some of the details like Royal Maliquis and stuff later, but the thing that I kind of must do is I need to get my Wish Factory going, and I need to be spending all my gems, and I need to steal Gift of Health. So those are kind of like the musts. Potentially, Pythium will trade me nature gems. Let's get rid of this. So TNG and I now have a nap too. Now, I'm not going to do it this turn, but pretty soon I need to give Vanarus a heads up that TNG's probably going to attack him. I'm probably going to do that next turn. I do not want TNG to win any war they're in. I do have to get my golem the fuck out of here, though. I could be like, whoops, you caught him while patrolling. We'll sneak him out, and if he gets caught, then fine. The other thing is, you can see our plan to just completely fortify the lake and get Dominion pressure out is working. So that does open up all sorts of global opportunities for us, because I'm pretty sure now our Dominion strength is going to start going just absolutely bananas, right? this is going to continue a lot. Like, it's going to go up at least this high. With just, this is just, getting up this high is just filling up the, like, the Relayan Lake. But now my Dominion strength is so high. The, you know, the patch change they made where it can go up, oh, it's 18. It's 18. When I get this throne, the throne of bureaucracy, I'm gonna get +1 Dominion conflict bonus. That's gonna make it 19. It's gonna mean I'm dom pushing so effing hard, and I potentially can fort up this area now. And just say, fuck you, come at me if you want it. Which I think is what we're gonna do. There's some like really high value provinces. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and make that happen. Now he said there's a tart. This tart apparently is insane, so we're gonna wait a turn on getting this tart out of here. But you guys are gonna come over here. In case there's something on top. One second, let me pause. Okay. So there's also a chance, like a very small chance, he's trying to bait me, but I mean, I don't even care. I would fight him next turn if he doesn't get his army off, but I don't think he's... Sackney is I've played with Sackney in a lot of games now, and he has never broken his word about anything. So he has a deep well of trust. Okay, to lean back on. But, you know, potentially he could go for some weird throne play. But why would you do that? Because it's not going to win him the game, and it will ruin our relationship in terms of this game diplomacy. But I'm thinking now, what I do is fort this up and eat Pan. Because my power base is not up here yet. I think while not eat Pan, eat Pythium. And potentially, like, if I take this and then I astral travel one of these armies down here, it'll take like 2 turns. I can have an army just that will probably stomp through all of this. The only thing I'm probably going to have to do is get a Royal Malakwi. And I'm not sure what script I'm going to put on them, but I think that's actually a necessary condition for winning against Pythium. Is for like whatever doom stack I have rolling, taking out forts, I probably have to have a Royal Malakwi. And it's not going to be able to do Master and Slave, but it can do... What are the things it could do? It could potentially do Mass Flight. It could potentially do... But that, I don't think that will help it. I mean, Anti-Magic I think is the most obvious one. I'm not sure of anything else that's going to make his Royal Malakwi suck more for enslaving me, other than Anti-Magic. I'll have to think on that one. But anyway, I have time to prepare. The thing I need right now most is another Wishcaster, and we are going to, for that purpose, we're going to get a Star... I'll go ahead and cast it again. Stargazer. This is the only Astral 5 recruitable, not recruitable, hero. It's the middle-aged relay hero. And I went and tested it. It doesn't matter if relay has, because there is a middle-aged relay, and in all likelihood that hero is sitting in this fort. If he's not, it doesn't matter. We just get one. So, or at least that's how it worked in debug mod. I tested it quite a few times. So he'll be Astral 5, but to cast Wish, Wish is a... it's an Astral 9 spell, right? So he'll be 5. So we have to get him 4 boosters to get him to 9. So you got the hat, and then we got 2 miscellaneous slots, but that only gets us to 8. So then we would either have to do a Dimensional Rod, which, you know, no surprise that already exists, or we have to empower him, but that's really expensive. Or we have to do, and this is what I need to do. How are we gonna do it? The other thing I can do to get him there is I put this on him. And with this, he could wish for magical power, which is not a horrible use. That way he's not gonna get all tainted. But for this, I just need to put a Ring of Wizardry on him. So I'm not sure order of operations, and I don't think I have anybody else who's like Air Blood that is screaming at me, hey, use this guy instead of my god. But, yeah, okay. Yeah. The thing is that, like, my power level is about to go way, way up as we're spamming this out and we get the Wish Factory going. So anyway, we're still getting a Stargazer. My Pretender turns are going to be super duper 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 valuable. Okay, for those of you who are, I'm thinking, some of you are probably thinking, why would Sakanay ever make peace? He does not think he can take this, and he won't. He just, there's no way. Like, with this amount of mages inside, there's literally no, I mean, he's not going to. He's just not. A lot of the things that would, like, that he's strong on land for, like the Wailing Winds and stuff, it's not gonna work. And he thinks, too, I have Mr. Hands in here, gonna be doing Master and Slave, which, if I lost the battle outside the fort, I would. So, yeah. On land, he can do things like Wailing Winds and stuff, and the fact that my troops don't have great morale can end up mattering. Underwater, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Wish Factories are the most important things right now. So we're getting a Stargazer. We need to keep a Ring of Returning on Home Slice. The other criteria, and I almost did this by accident, was, like, if you're casting Wish underwater, make sure you wish for things that are amphibious or aquatic, because if you don't, they just die. So, like, the other one, the Third Son of Anak is a good hero to get. It's Astral 4. He has 3 miscellaneous slots, so he's kind of just as easy to cast Wish with. Anyway. So we're getting that guy. He's probably going to have to make a Ring of Sorcery or something next turn, too. Let's just go through some of the miscellaneous shit. Well, okay, what are the important things? I want to fort these really high-value provinces. This is also really high value. We actually may start forting you this turn. The problem with forting him is he could kind of come back. I don't think he's gonna, I think this is the last moment where Sakanay is gonna be more powerful than me on land. Because I think my superior gym economy is going to translate into basically armies he can't fight. And nobody, I have a distinct competitive edge with Arcane Nexus up that I don't think anybody else can match. Okay, so what are you gonna do? You're going to monthly cast Manifest Vitriol. You are going to come up here and you are going to cast Manifest Vitriol. You are going to monthly cast Manifest Vitriol. Still worth it even after they nerfed it. You are going to bring another vampire over here. Do I have... I think I put a Skull Staff on him, and we don't actually need it anymore. Thank you. You are going to make another vampire down here. You are damn near ready to do your magic. I think I need 800. Which, it's slow going because 2 turns in a row I haven't cast. Did I cast Wish? Oh yeah, we got magical gems this turn, so not 2 turns. But this turn we're not going to cast Wish. And maybe next turn we won't too, because we've got to make that robe. Otherwise he has to empower himself. I'll probably do the math. It may actually be worth it for him to empower. Because the cost of me making the robe is not only the cost of the robe, but it's also the cost of not casting Wish. Okay, you are going to make your way over here. Okay, we've got the palisades coming up here. That's almost done. The other thing I can probably do is I can probably fort and temple these. So I think we're actually going to do that. I mean, this actually is kind of worth forting and templing too. And from here, I can go and attack outward. It's a little risky, but I think it's okay. My money's just going to go into forts, I think. My gems are going to be what my army is. None of my troops, I mean, these guys are okay. But, like, their MR kind of sucks. They're actually kind of a liability when I'm fighting Pythium, like with only 11 MR. So they're gonna be, we're gonna use them. They're not horrible troops. They have a high HP, so they're not, I mean, I'm not like in the same situation Sakane is with basically having worthless recruits. Because like, they can die from flames from the sky and all sorts of shit, but... here, let's make... I actually probably need to empower... Who's my best air mage? I mean, because maybe I just need to empower an air mage. Yeah. Okay, we've got a pretty good little thug corps here in Pangaea. All of my fire ones are going to be spamming out Manifest Vitriol. And we can move them around as is required. Here, do we have anyone? Okay, and we're also going to make... I need to get... I think Mass Enslave, I don't think vampires are like the thing. Like, a swarm of vampires, I mean, that would be cool and all, but... And I don't know about having a vampire colony quite this close. We might sneak him out and have him go blood hunt somewhere, like... That's actually a really good blood hunting province. God, I really... You know what I haven't done that maybe I should have done? Was like do some blood site searching. Which maybe we take a turn and do. Like, okay, we've site searched here for blood. Oh, well, you know, we've done it any place we have a lab. But like here we haven't done it. It's pretty well patrolled. I mean, we could just take like one turn and just search. See if we find out. I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna take one turn and search for blood. The very low chance of payoff, but if I find a blood site, it's gonna be worth it. Because I think we've still got like 30 turns left on this, 20 turns left on this game. Hey, is it? It probably is worth it. What did I put down here? Wait, where did I put the book? I know I put the book on somebody doing something with Astral, but I can't remember what it was. Is it here? Oh, it was over here. To Gift of Reason. Or Divine Name. I think it's actually better to do Gift of Reason and get the Astral rebate. But I just want to save Nature Gems for casting Gift of Health. I could alchemize too, which I'm not against. But I think I need like 8 or 9. I probably need like 900. 8 or 900, I don't know. I think like 1,000 would be safe for, but I don't, okay, well that's the other limiting thing, like how high can I even cast it? Okay, this guy's nature 5. Mr. Hands is nature 2, so not Mr. Hands. This guy's nature 5. Max, we can get him to nature 6, which means I can only put 600. So this actually is a major problem. I cannot cast it at a high enough level. Ah, shit. Now she's nature 3. This guy is nature 5. But she could potentially do higher, actually. If she got the Robe of the Magi, the Tree Lord's Staff, and then 2 boosters, that would be 5 plus 2. That would get her up to 8. So that would be an 800 cast. That means I have to waste money on a Tree Lord's Staff, which is not cheap. It's 40. Or Armor of Twisting Thorns. Ooh. And then not as durable. Not as durable. What do we do here? I need to get to nature 8 or nature 9. Nature 8 or nature 9. The only thing I have to make... No, I have to make 2 things. I have to make a chest slot, and I have to make the Tree Lord's Staff. It looks like I really need this chest slot for multiple things. I really need that Robe of the Magi, so I gotta make that. Then the only cost is... the gems. For the Tree Lord's Staff, which is not bad. So I guess we do that. I guess we're doing a Tree Lord's Staff with this lady. I'm not going to empower her in blood because I don't want to have anything that can come kill her when she has a 800 gem global on her. And she's probably... we're going to hide her somewhere. So, that's that. We decided that. We are going to need this Tree Lord's Staff then, so I guess we'll go ahead and make it. It'll give us a little astral rebate. You can wait here. Send you out. I don't think... Okay, Death, what are we doing? I need to start getting tarts up. And if we look at what's going to be limiting me getting a tart factory going, which I'll probably start making as soon as I have Gifts of Health, but maybe a little before. To do tarts, these guys are Death 6, but to do tarts, I need to be Death 7. So I need 1 additional booster for a Lich, like a Ring of Sorcery, basically. So that's one of the things that my... Well, let's see if... I don't know if I can do it right away. Like, this guy can do it. Okay, we could do 2 boosters, that gets him to 5, but we need to get 6 to get a Ring of Sorcery. Do I have anything obvious that would work? Not really. And I know we've made the Friendship Hat and we're not using it. We're too scared to use it. But we need to plan on it, so I don't know. Just not good play. And we have the Astral... We've got a lot of stuff we're not using in here. Got a lot of Boots of Quickness. Okay, we need... I need to find a Ring of Wizardry or something that I'm not using. I'm gonna pause it while I look. Alright guys, I found it. I had it on this Lich so that he could make... Hit this guy summon another vampire. You know, we actually can get another vampire here too. But you're gonna blood hunt. Let's go ahead and give you a thingy. It's like vampires of the Pirate Coast here. So we're gonna get another vampire. Home Slice, you're gonna go somewhere else. I'm not totally sure where we're gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and ask Vanarus. Okay. And then we're gonna send a message to Pythium. Now, if he ends their nap with them this turn, then we'll have an interesting kind of confluence of events. Because they'll be getting a message from me asking about it at the same turn that, yeah. Anyway. Well, you know what I should be doing? We think there's going to be a war with Vanarus, and I don't want to get my guys picked off from blood hunting. But we are going to kind of scoot this way, where we may see stuff. This is almost up. Okay. This is the final event for the turn. We're going to come back and check that out at the end. Pretty happy with that. Here. This may not be site searched terribly well. This would not be a bad place to come in and do that. Okay, wait, before I get distracted, because that's like already happening, let's go ahead and pull... Shit, do I not have... Do I have to go search again? Oh, I must have it somewhere. I need a crystal coin is what I'm looking for. Whoa, okay. Let's get you off of that. Wait, do I not have a crystal coin literally anywhere? Okay, 1 second, pausing. Okay, I don't have a crystal coin, so fuck me. Okay, so we need to make a crystal coin, or two. So I need to find one of my Earth Astral guys and have them hop too, like home slice here. Let's put a hat on you. And let's have you go ahead and make your crystal coin. Because we're going to need more astral boosters. Then I think the other thing we're going to do is... I probably need another skull staff. What do I have a lot of gems of? I need to spin my air gems. What would be a good sink for air gems at this point? I need to spin my fire gems too. What do I want to do my fire gems on? I don't think it's any of the items. I haven't really thought about what all my gem sinks are going to be. Maybe I don't know. We're not going to save them to steal Eternal Pyre, that's for damn sure. I think we're going to go ahead and get a Flame Spirit for now, because I can't make up my mind. Because we are spending. We are spending, we are spending, we are spending. Do kind of want to build a fort there maybe later. Here... You know, I haven't searched this for Astral, which maybe we should do. I mean, for Holy. You can search here for a turn. Have I searched? Let's make sure we've searched Holy. If I haven't, I need to. How many turns on that? 5? This we need to search for Holy. Okay, you can wait a turn. So I think we're going to make... I think we're going to make a skull staff. And I think these guys are kind of going to chill out. You know what we can do? Because I've got... I don't have a use. We're going to go ahead and start getting tarts here. Because I don't have a use. Now he's got a ton of gear. We're going to go ahead and throw this on him in case something bad happens. And actually, we may just kind of keep that going. Like, I'll get a Ring of Sorcery later, but I'll have a nice little bank of these guys built up for when... do I have any vampire dudes? No, we'll have to pick some up on the way down. Okay, you guys come here. I'll have a nice little bank of guys to get converted. Or to get healed once I take Gift of Health. I'm thinking right now Gift of... Oh, this was from making the Tree Lord staff. I was like, what the hell? Actually, I probably could use... No, maybe we're okay on Claim of Pearls. Maybe we're not. Oh, but it takes nature. We can go make water bracelets. I can always use more of those. And then here, you can make a lens. I kind of need to get all of you guys on land. This was the guy that was holding my Tartarian, so his job is done. You are going to make another vampire. We're making 3 vampires, or maybe even 4 this turn. We can't make that many every turn, but we've kind of let them build up a little. Storm in a jar, is it worth it? Not really. I need to spend my air, though. The air, I'm not sure what to spend on. You know, we can make these. These are really good, so we'll make those. That's what we're gonna do. Everybody make... Oh wait, it costs nature, though. Give me something that just costs air. Make a few of these. We'll put these on tarts later. We need to spend our earth, too. I think we're gonna get more siege golems. I didn't think I was going to, but I think we're going to. They're expensive, but we're getting the astral rebate. And this guy's astral traveling to 6. Which is right here. We're going south, and then we'll pop over. And then next turn, he'll be able to potentially reinforce here if we need to. But if not, then so be it. We're gonna go, I think, take you and waddle back down this way. And I do want this. This is all gonna be ours, so we are gonna move into position up here. I do have to script this again, god damn it. So let's have you do Life After Death. And then let's have you do Summon Earth Power, hold Army of Gold, Army of Lead, because I don't... Then you can do Power of the Spheres, Anti-Magic. And I actually have a nap with everybody, which is just wild. This took forever to happen. Here, what are we gonna do? We probably should get... Okay, I don't have gems. We can't do Summon Water Power, so I think we're just gonna do Cast. Okay. What am I even doing? Hold and attack. Guard Commander. Let's have you guard Commander. Let's have you guys guard him. Okay, no retreating. Yeah, maybe we just spam out quickness here. have no idea what... Well... It's probably okay. Oh wait, quickening. I'll just do quickness a couple times, and then we'll... Make sure all these guys are in advance and cast spells. Then they'll do like Falling Frost and shit. We'll do Army of Gold. Yeah, this probably is fine, I guess. It's like not a lot of siege strength. The other thing we can do with the guys teleporting in is we can potentially just, you know, drop them on top of this with the siege golems and then we'll one turn pop it. I wonder if we can actually do that this turn? Well, that's kind of risky. Here, let's make... let's put you guys in Pangea. And I think we're... I know there's a lot of micro, but honestly, doing this like... Oh man, this is a good place. Doing the turns and recording it has become somewhat of a motivation to actually doing them. It'd be a little boring to just do all this micro alone. And I guess that's it. Like, a lot of you, I figure, are probably not going to want to watch this, and probably y'all tune out on the late game stuff. But then some of you sadistic motherfuckers, y'all probably actually find this soothing or something. I have no idea. But some of you will watch this. And it is comforting for me to know that, as I struggle forward. Okay. So Pythium has taken this. I think there's going to be a battle here I want to watch. And there's probably also going to be a battle here I want to watch. Pythium is about to get shithoused. And thank God it's somebody else dealing with them, not me. Okay, we gotta sneak him out, but it's gonna be slow. If he gets caught here, because there's probably vampires or people patrolling, then so be it. Let's make sure this is all site searched, I guess. Who fucking knows? You guys, we're actually about to tap out our free inventory slots this turn. I don't know what we're gonna do here. We'll do this. We're actually gonna have to start assigning these. And then, okay, that's the last thing for this turn. I think we're getting close to that point, though. One of the things I did was, in a lot of these forts, I went and made sure we're getting, like, a couple more priests so we can get our Dominion all spread up in here. And the sooner I get max Dominion, the sooner I'm gonna start dumb pushing like crazy. Okay, move you forward. Here, we're going to have you site search. We're going to have you continue fort construction. You're waiting. You've already site searched. I guess you can carry forward and keep site searching. I mean, it's honestly a waste. We're not going to find any water or earth. Going in Relay's Old Lands, those are definitely paths they can and should have site searched. What do we have here? What was the event? Oh, there's a wild boar. I don't know if I really need income from here, but... Okay, it looks like we're pretty much down to that province now. Yeah, okay. So now let's check the siege, the scripting out. Don't want to have any fuck-ups like earlier. Okay, you can't really do anything. Let's make sure you're on advance and cast spells. We have you doing a bunch of quickenings. Let's make sure we have the big things in place first. So let's find the big things. The big things are we must be doing Shark Attack. We must... Okay, this guy's doing Ground Army. I feel like you should be doing more valuable things with your time. Like, you can do life after death. Let's give you a few bodyguards too. I don't want you to die. You are doing Will of Fates. Mass protection. We don't need mass protection. Alright, we're gonna need... let's do Frozen Heart. And actually, I want to have everything going off on the 3rd round. That gives us a couple turns to snipe. In case he does. In case he does some kind of gym baiting. Okay. So this is the script for you. You're only death 2, so you can't really do much. It's probably fine. You're doing Frostfend. Okay, good job. Ground Army. Okay, this is the wrong script for you. You're gonna do Power of the Spheres, Water Power. Then... we already have anti-magic, right? No, we don't. You're gonna be our anti-magic caster. Okay. You have a thug script, but you're not a thug. So let's go ahead and give you... let's just have you spam out quickness or something. I don't know. And then... you... okay, actually, let's have you do Wave Warriors. That will be better. And we'll give you this Water Lens. Okay. Now you can't really do much of anything, and you're kind of all afflicted. It's fine. Okay, you're doing Army of Lead, but there's never gonna be... okay, well, let's hold off. Let's have you wait a turn. Just have you hold Army of Gold. I don't think we're going to need the fire resistance, but you never know. Okay, you're spamming out Living Water. Perfect. Living Water. This guy's doing Shark Attack. So he's the guy we got to make sure has extra gems and stuff when we're kind of running in there. This guy's just going to cast stuff. You need to do Summon Water Power first. I think you're going to get our Living Water script. Foul Vapor is very important here, but so is also Mass Regen. This one must go off. And I think we're actually going to put a little delay here. Mass Regen actually... I mean, Foul Vapors actually makes Shark Attack really effective. And I do want to avoid gym baiting, so we've made this avoid gym baiting. More Living Water spam. This guy has the wrong script. What are you gonna do? So you've got... what should we do for your things? I think we've done most of the water stuff. You've got a Water Lens, but if it costs 1, we could do it. I don't know if I have Friendly Currents. We'll go ahead and cast that. Is there anything else I want to cast? I don't think so. I think that's basically all the stuff. So now I think we're gonna just do, if you've got a free thing, we'll have you make a real, like a big boy water elemental. And that will be, we'll make that script 8. That's fine for you. I'll just give you 3. They're not going to be able to cast any of them, but they'll just basically put them on. This seems okay. This seems okay. Let's make sure we don't have anybody retreating. I don't want to retreat. Let's make sure everybody's on hold and attack rear. We're gonna probably make sure everybody has guard commander for the final attack. These guys will be in the first salvo, so they're just gonna run in. I'll probably also scoot people farther forward. But I think that will work. The problem is there's a ton of stuff. I may want, and this actually is probably worth doing now, is have one guy go berserk. So one thing I may do is just, like, take you, buddy, and let's give you, like, an amulet of anti-magic so that you don't get sniped. And this, and then, like, or maybe, can you make it with just these boots? Yeah, okay. So you're coming in, we're gonna give you all the fatigue gear so you don't fatigue out. And his whole job in life is just going to be to, if the battle goes to the end, he's gonna be the one that doesn't leave. I want an anti-magic amulet for my last one, but I don't see one. I don't really have a lot of those, and I really should be making more. Let's see if I can poach one somewhere. See, and it's like, I know I've revisited this, but I found so much to improve, and part of what made me want to do this, like, just for this, like, I had kind of had this group set up anyway, but, okay, apparently I have 0 amulets of anti-magic, holy shit. But part of what made me want to do it was just how badly, like, I thought I had kind of things set up for that battle on top of my throne, just because, like, you know, of course it's set up, because, you know, I've been there before. Of course it's gonna be set up, but, you know, I guess not. Now, our MR is okay, it's 19, but it's not great. Is there anything else here that would be terribly valuable? I don't see anything that I'm looking at, I'm like, man, I really need to have that. Maybe... yeah, I think that's okay. So I think what you're gonna do, bud, your script is gonna be summon earth power, temper flesh. You know, ideally we freeze a bunch of people around him, Breath of the Winter. And then he'll just be surrounded by people while he fights the rest of it. Breath of Winter. We definitely don't want quickness. We don't want him running off the battlefield quickly. He's probably gonna die too. Like, if he turn timers out the battle, then it's over. Oh yeah, all the defensive stuff like ice shield, water shield, attack closest, okay. So you're just gonna run in, and his position I want to be a little forward. So because there's like 1,800 dudes in here, and if he doesn't do Serpent's Blessing, we're gonna kill all of them, but if he does... oh wait, do we have Serpent's Blessing scripted? Mass regeneration is not sufficient. We need Serpent's Blessing. Do I not have anybody else? Jesus Christos. Okay, we're also gonna bring in, because I forgot this, we're gonna bring in And it's going to be, I think, more important for next turn. But we're going to bring in a Thistle Mace. Our parcel delivery service here. We'll go ahead and put some of this shit on you. Okay. So you just walk your ass right on over here, and then we'll have that Thistle Mace to put on her, and then hopefully that'll be fine. Because then I really need her to do Serpent's Blessing, then... And if they hit it, maybe I really need to prepare for that this turn. So let's do that. I don't want everybody to get super messed up, so we're gonna go ahead and script it. Serpent's Blessing, Mass Regen, Fog Warriors. Now presumably, because Relays had all game to prepare, presumably there's a good script sitting beneath this, but he also could just not really care, because he's out of the game. But like as soon as he realized he was gonna lose, he basically was preparing to do a last stand here, so I'm assuming he's going to script it. The other thing I'm going to need for a last stand, and it's actually, I was doing some like, oh, I'm gonna do Powers of the Sphere first. Fuck that. I actually made a big mistake. So you... you do Anti-Magic first, okay? And then you do... Okay, we want this going off ASAP. I don't want him to potentially get off a Master and Slave or something before I pop that. It's like one of those things like, oh, I'll be efficient for this mage and get, you know, he won't use as much fatigue when he casts Anti-Magic, but he casts on turn 2 instead of turn 1 and my whole army died. Whoops. So I think that's it. I think we've done it. It's a long turn. How have we done in our metrics of spending all our stuff? Well, not great. We spent a lot of Earth. The Death, we've spent a fair amount of, but not enough. But Death... Yeah. Death income, we actually spent more. It's going to go... It won't be as high as it was at the beginning of this turn next turn, because I'm not casting Wish. We're going to drop some of this Astral on things like Sorcery, Rings of Sorcery. Water we're not spending terribly well. I could do Manifest Vitriol with everybody... Not Manifest Vitriol. The little cube thing with all my cubes. Which I guess we'll do that here. It's an enchantment of Vile Water. These things are pretty good. I've got the gems, so we're going to spend them. Alright, I think that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.